Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to lesson 20 in the Arabic series. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, last week's exercise is lesson 19Q, L19Q. Always the link below. So, L20Q will be today's questions for next week's, for the answers next week. So, previous week's questions were, the first one exercise was just to read and write the following sentences. So, Tariq wa Kamal fil madrasa, to just write that for practice. طارق and Kamal are in the madrasa في حديقة المدرسة. In these school's garden is a قطة كبيرة, a small cat, a big cat. نور وفاطمة في الفصل. Noor and Fatima are in the classroom. المعلم يعلم, the teacher is teaching. الأطفال, the children. And finally, نور تكتب الدرس. Noor is writing the lesson. وفاطمة تقرأ الكتاب, and Fatima is reading the book. And exercise 2 was rearranging the words correctly. So we have, in the first one, Kamal يلعب في الحديقة. Kamal is playing in the garden. طارق ونور في المدرسة. Tariq and Noor are in the school. المعلم يعلم الأطفال. The teacher is teaching the children. And then we had the combination, which would have been correct. نور تكتب الدرس وفاطمة تقرأ الكتاب. Or you could have done Fatima تقرأ الكتاب first and then نور تكتب الدرس. But even if you swapped around what they were writing, what they were reading, the sentence would be correct, so that would be fine. And finally, في المدرسة قطة كبيرة. In the school is a big cat. Exercise 3, fill in the gaps correctly. So we have في الحديقة قطة. In the garden is a cat. We're using adjectives to describe the cat now here. So it's كبيرة, كبيرة with a ta مدورة, or كبير without. So one is masculine, one is feminine. Because قطة is feminine, we'll bring كبيرة. في الحديقة قطة كبيرة. Next one, في البيت في البيت أطفال كثير. في المكتبة كتب قديم. في الشارع سيارة سريعة. سيارة بلال جديدة. في الدلو مقص صغير. حديقة البرج جميلة. قلب الصفا خفيف. الأسد الثقيل. الأسد الثقيل. So that would be the right combinations. Making sure we line up the feminine and the masculine. Right, so today's lessons we come to Fil Marsam, in the art room. عند فارس. So Faris is the person. عند is to mean with. With Faris or at. عند فارس ورق وقلم. So with Faris is a waraq, which is a paper, وقلم, and a pen. So Faris is with a paper and a pen. So we have عند is to mean with, but it's kind of also in a place. So with Faris in a place, as he's in the art room, with Faris, with him in his place is a paper and a pen. فارس رسم قطارا أحمر. So we have a new verb. Faris is drawing or coloring, also come into it, painting or drawing. So Faris is drawing, to draw. This is to draw. And this is in the past tense. Faris رسم قطارا أحمر. He's drawing a train. What train? And this is describing it. This is the adjective. It's a red train. So we have a color as well in here. So Faris is drawing a red train. عند Mahmoud. So again, now we talk about Mahmoud. So Mahmoud, with him, he has Mahmoud, with him is another person, Mahmoud. أقلام كثير. قلم is a singular. The plural is أقلام, pens. With Mahmoud is pens, but we're describing that many pens. So with this adjective kathir, qalil is the opposite. I'll write the opposite with the next. Qalil. Qalilun and kathirun. So with him he has many pens. So what does he do next? Mahmoud hasaba, another verb, to count. Mahmoud counts, again in the past. Faris drew, Mahmoud counts, past tense. Aqlaman asfar. He's counting the yellow pens. He has many pens and from them he's counting the yellow pens. Another color. Asfar. Ahmar, asfar. Ma Habiba. So Habiba, a name of a girl. Ma means with, just like inda. There are differences in that. But for now we'll take them, they both mean with. Ma Habiba, with Habiba is kitabun wa qalamun. With her is a book and a pen. A book and a pen. Ma Habiba, kitab wa qalam. So what happens next? Habiba rasamat. So there's a difference between rasama and rasamat. So from here we know for masculine and feminine, the way we write the verb, it changes according to the gender. And of course, what person? First person, second person, third person. They're both third person. We talk about her and him. We talk about two different people. We're talking about them. So there's a third person form. Rasama, he drew. Rasamat, she drew. So the difference is with the ra, the sin, the meme, they're all the same. In the end has come a ta, which has come with a sakin on top, so it doesn't make a sound. Rasama, rasamat, rasamat. Habiba, rasamat, she drew. Habiba drew. Qirdan, monkey. She drew a monkey, but not any monkey. We have a description for it. Azrak, a blue monkey. Habiba rasamat qirdan azrak. Azrak, blue monkey. Yellow pen is a plural, so qalam, aqlam, yellow pens. This was train, just a single train, guitar. Red train, yellow pens, blue monkey. And then the last line, Ma Maryam. So Maryam, another girl, and with Maryam, qamis is a shirt, clothing, garment, shirt. Qamis, akhdar. She has, with her is a green shirt, Ma Maryam. And then what did she do next? Here, so instead of writing Maryam like I've written the names previously, I've just done the pronoun here, she. Hasibat. Maybe hasabat. Hasaba, hasabat. Here, hasabat, she counted. To count. Hasaba for the male, hasabat. Again, bringing in a ta and we put in a sakin on top. Here, hasabat. Maryam, hasabat. She drew, counted. Again, past tense. All of these are past tense. What did she count? Qumsan. So that's the plural of qamis. Qamis is one. Qumsan, more than three. So she counted green shirts, akhdar. So here we've written it was green before. Akhdar. So she had many shirts. مع مريم قميص أخضر. She has a green shirt. She had a green shirt, but then in the class she counted who else had green shirts. هي حسبت قمصان أخضر. So she counted the green shirts. Okay, so we got, for color we got new vocab. أحمر, red. أصفر, yellow. أزرق, blue. And أخضر, green. Now, at the beginning, we saw the عند and مع. So they both mean with. عند and مع. There are differences. So عند is more in a place. So coming with Faris in a place. It's what we talk about in the art room. So with him, by him, he has a pen and a paper. So then he draws. And then here مع Habiba kitab wa qalam. So she has with Habiba is a book and a pen. So here you can use it in the same place. Other times, sometimes we don't. So you can see the differences then. So let's carry on an example. Hal, we've seen hal or a. So I'll use them in two ways. هل عندك هل عندك, do you have, is with you. Another one is معك. معك. They both are to mean with you. Is with you, do you have. قلم أحمر. قرد أزرق. قرد أزرق. قلم أحمر. Do you have a red, is with you a red pen, is with you a blue monkey. So they both can be used in the same sense here, and that would be fine. You can change them. هل معك عندك, as we have here, هل عندك and معك. So they can change, but they more or less mean the same thing there. But there are times when it doesn't mean the same, so I'll bring that further up here. Maryam, we've used a new word, rasamat. Maryam drew. مع Habiba, she drew with Habiba. Maryam drew with Habiba. Now here we can't say عند Habiba. Maryam رسمت عند Habiba. Maryam drew with Habiba in a place. Like we don't use عند. So when we look at sentences and we see ma'a coming up and عند coming up, we'll see the context it comes up in, and we can learn from that how to use ma'a and عند. But Maryam رسمت مع Habiba, so that's that participation. She with Maryam and Habiba, they participated together in drawing. They were with her, they were drawing together. So there's that little difference, but don't confuse with that. Just to bring in that ma'a and عند is to mean with in a sense. The other things we learned here were the verbs. This is the Maldi, past tense. So we'll bring some more examples for that. Also here I did عندك and معك. So that's just the pronoun for anta. For anta we'll say is with you. عندك. We'll see that as well in a second. So we've already looked at mudari, which is the past tense. The present tense. Mudari is the present tense, and now we're looking at the madi, which is the past tense. And it has a form that is different, and we try to understand that. So we had rasama and rasamat. So that was the difference. So this is the huwa, rasama, hiya, rasamat. He, she. I'll bring you some new madi verbs. Wasala, to arrive. Kataba, to write. He arrived. He wrote. Darasa, to study. He studied. Darasa, he studied. Huwa wasala, huwa kataba, huwa darasa. He did those actions. A single male in the past. Fa'ala, to do. He did. So these are the three root letters of the verb. And the madi, we see it the clearest. Kharaja, to leave, to exit. Dakhala, to enter, he entered, he exited, he left. La'iba, to play, again in the past. He played. So this is all for huwa. If you wanted to add it for here, we add a ta at the end with a second. Wasalat, katabat, darasat, fa'alat, she did, she studied, she wrote, she arrived. Kharajat, kharajat, dakhalat, she entered. La'ibat, she played. So you get the idea. It's to add a ta at the end with a second to make it in the feminine. So for madi we've looked at for the huwa and the hiya. And the addition is only the difference is with the ta at the end with the second. Just a few more. La'iba, shariba, shariba, to drink. Akala, to eat. And qara'a, to read. Similarly, we would add ta to make it feminine. Sharibat, she drank. Akala, he ate. Akalat, she ate. Qara'at, she read. Qara'a, he read. Okay. And then just moving on to inda and ma with the pronouns. So here we have inda, meaning with, and we can change this to mean with you, with anta, anti, with you feminine, ana, with me, with us, nahnu, with him, huwa, and with her, here. And what would that give us? I'll just get rid of this one. So we'll have inda. I'll write it for all of them, and I'll show how it changes. Indaka for anta, with you. Indaki for anti. Indi, we've seen these before. This is just adding them to the letter inda. Nahnu indana, indahu, indaha. And similarly, if you use ma, so let's say we're using ma with anta, with anti, ana, nahnu, huwa, and here. I'll just write the ayn without its tail, just because I'm going to join it with the same examples. Ma'aka, indaka, ma'aka, indaki, ma'aki, with you. Indi, ma'i. عندنا معنا عنده معه and عندها معها. So I wrote previously hal or a معها, is with her, does she have, هل معها كتاب, أصفر, a yellow book. هل معها, هل عندك, do you have, هل عندي, do I have, هل معه, هل عنده, هل عندها. So you can change it up between the عند and the ha, مع and the عند, and it's just joining عند and مع with the pronouns to show how they come. So you don't have to keep saying هل عند Maryam, مع فارس. هل عنده, if you were mentioning them in the sentence, هل عنده, هل عندها, معها كتاب, هل معها قلم, قلم. So we can bring in like that sense. So that's it for lesson 20, bringing in some colors. أحمر, أصفر, أزرق, and أحضر, and bringing in the ماضي tense. So I've seen مضارع, this is ماضي, and in the next lesson I'll join them both together. You can see them side by side, how they change form and one means the past tense, one means the current present tense. Thank you.